And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And right now for Philadelphia, they know what this team is. Some would say they've overachieved, but I feel like they've proven themselves thus far.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward. And for the Pelicans, they've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Steven Adams. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. As we look ahead to the playoffs, Brent, what surprised you in your first postseason appearance back in, 1997? Wow, a long time ago.
How old were you at that time? All right, anyway. Focus. It's the level of play when it comes to the playoffs. They know everything that you're doing, and they know what you're thinking. So you best be ready.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson kicks to Hart. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And so here is Philadelphia. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Simmons.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And stolen by Harris. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Now here's Embiid. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Ball against Simmons. Williamson outside. To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
Again, just watching Zion's leaping ability, gets over the defense and easily finds the rim.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
Here's Alexander Walker after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Harris, good.
I'm not the biggest player out there, but Tobias Harris confident to get down low, use his frame, and score.
The driving saved by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Ball, the bounce pass. Adams, the pass to Ball. No good on that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Philadelphia leading by 5. Milton in the corner. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Hart kicks to Ball. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans. This is his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 4. New Orleans back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Pelicans trail by 4. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Ben Simmons is out there with Portis. Then there's Hill. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz at the 3 slot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. You just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that.
And one of the more unsung players included in the Anthony Davis trade, Josh Hart just continues to impress when given the opportunity.
A very much high character, hard-working player, and a lot more substance to his game. I also think it's interesting that in that deal, he came along with Lonzo Ball. So the two of them together accepting this new opportunity within the same roles for a new team.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
Now here's Simmons. This game he had 10 points. To the paint. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 5.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Schroeder outside. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Simmons, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against New Orleans. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And he can't get the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on the second free throw. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Williamson and Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
But drive by Simmons. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Johnson outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, the strength of Johnson, they're hard to contain, adept at scoring despite getting bodied up.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder. For Philadelphia, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. And the first one at the line is good. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Simmons drops them both. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. To Williamson. Over Green. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Williamson.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist. You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got 6.
So great to see Zion Williamson out on the wing and coming down the lane. That's a guy hard to stop on a fast break.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
A lot of their offense has come off the bench tonight, and that's something every coach loves to get. The score would be a lot different if they hadn't gotten those points from the reserves.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Zion Williamson is out there with Hart. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Ball. And it's Alexander Walker in at the two-guard spot. That's the group start. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And they double up Embiid. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Can foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Zion plays with such force down low. He fights right through, and he'll be at the free throw line.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Williamson.
There's such an aura around the way that Zion Williamson has come into the league. Such a different player, the way he moves, the way he jumps. And there's no doubt that everybody has an eye on Zion.
The 76ers making a switch here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Maxey's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. He doesn't get the second one. And so Hill will bring it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 1. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his first points in this one.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Passes it to Hart. Now here's Williamson. Over Harris. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Pass to Hart. Feeds it to Schroeder. That shot off the mark. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Maxey passes to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
A nice shot by Harris.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Over to the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 8.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Harris looking it over. There's the pass to Maxey. Shoots over Schroeder. Maxey, no good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Passes to Hernan Gomez and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
Harris finds Portis. Back to Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Let's get stops. Focus on the stops. If you like your shots and they start falling, you still got to get stops. Hang on your defense.
And that's Doc Rivers doing some simple math for his team, guys, wanting them to do more than just match baskets.
Yeah, tremendous effort they're showing on the offensive end. They need some of that, though, on the defensive side of the ball. They've got to start working together on that end of the floor.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Green, and it's Embiid in at the 5. Now here's Ball. Defense is right there. Johnson wide open. He fires. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Portis. No good there. Great D that time from Johnson. Now here's Schroeder, defended by Milton. Outside, Ball. Lock at 6. Goes back up. Johnson, that's for 2. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Green deciding where to go with it. Simmons finds Embiid. Now here's Portis. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Second chance effort. Portis laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Ritter passes to Johnson. And the rejection by Embiid. And he gets it back. The 3. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Adams. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 1. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson comes in for Johnson, and Hart subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
The drive by Simmons. Got it.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the game. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Inside. Here's Williamson. It's in!
Zion wants these moments and coming through here.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Green kicks to Simmons.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 1. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low, it's stolen by Harris. And an intentional foul right there. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shoot 2.
On the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Lets a floater go. Ball no good. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Take break. Take break.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
There's Ball with the 3. It's not going to go for him. So the 76ers win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.